cut these UFC fighters. Listen, get Tai Tuivasa the fuck out of the UFC. He's probably a nice dude, probably a cool dude in real life. I would assume so. He fucking sucks. He's not disciplined. He doesn't try. He's never touched a wrestling mat in his life. He's 310 pounds and says that he's looking to come back in the first quarter of 2026. This dude hasn't fought since UFC 305. We are now approaching UFC 318, and he still can't fight for another 5 or 6 months because he's 300 fucking pounds. He doesn't take his career serious. Get him out of the sport. Looks like shit against Marcin Tybura. Looks like shit against Alexander Volkov. Looks like shit against what's his fucking name? Jairzinho Rozenstruik, who for some reason got cut. What the fuck are we doing? We're cutting Jairzinho Rozenstruik and not Tai Tuivasa? He fucking blows. I don't give a fuck that he drank beer out of a shoe one time 5 years ago. Fuck that. Who gives a fuck? He's not funny, dude. Get both Tafa brothers the fuck out of the UFC. They don't try. I've been saying this for like a year. If you give either Tafa brother, a guy who had one wrestling match in 1999, they would beat the fuck out of both of them, and they'll take them down with ease. They don't try. They don't care. Yeah, Junior Tafa stuffed a couple takedowns from Tuco Tocos, and he'll get, and props to him for losing weight. I respect that. I respect that. Both of these guys are not good, and they're so fucking young. You're like, Junior Tafa's 28, Justin Tafa's 31. Just, dude, get them back to kickboxing. They're good kickboxers. They do not belong in mixed martial arts. Austin Lane has been finished 4 times, all in brutal fashion, and his only win is against Robelis de Spain, which is pretty ironic, to be honest. But he's been knocked out cold by Mario Pinto, knocked out cold by Justin Tafa, and knocked out cold by, I think, Tyson Pedro. And he just got submitted by Vitor Petrino. I like Austin Lane. He's a really cool dude, good guy, but it's his time. He's got to go. This may be controversial, but he's lost 5 times in a row, hasn't looked good in his last few losses. I know he's fought pretty good competition, but he's going to be 39 by the next time he fights. He's very injury prone, and I don't want to see him take any more damage. I think he should just hang it up. Good career. Cody Brundage always manages to save himself from being cut by getting a random fluke win. Like when he beat Julian Marquez a few months ago, when he was getting his ass beat, but then he just somehow beat Julian Marquez because Julian Marquez is just not good. But Cody Brundage has to get out of this sport, dude. He's actually just not good. He's just not a good fighter. And like I said, he's a very cool dude. I like Cody Brundage a lot. He's just not UFC caliber at this stage in his career.